stand by right here for me. 32, I'm 10 extend, 1 detain. Spread your legs slightly. I just need to pat you down.
T.I.'s worst nightmare might finally be unfolding. After years of warning his son King Harris to slow down before he threw his entire future away, there's now real talk that a judge could hit him with a 5-year prison sentence. 5 long years, a career-ending blow. The shocking part? That's exactly what T.I. predicted back in 2022 if King didn't change his ways. And no one can really act surprised because the warning signs were all there. Reckless driving, that viral Waffle House fight, flashing weapons in music videos, and a trail of chaos that kept growing. Each headline looked like another red flag waving in plain sight. The arrest footage from 2024 showed how far things had gone, almost crashing into a cop car, beating on the car door, a gun on his hip, and that old 2022 warrant finally catching up to him. It was like every bad choice he ever made came back to hit him at once, creating a perfect storm of consequences. What makes it even heavier is the timing. Just weeks after that arrest, King became a father. He was posting about his newborn, dropping a song called Dear Son, and appearing ready to step up. But instead of settling into fatherhood, he's staring down a courtroom that could take him away for half a decade. The contrast between new life and looming prison time is striking.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well? All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety. You gotta take.
There's no safety.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. I'm gonna just set this down right here. Dude, step out for me. Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained. You're not under arrest. I'm gonna be at the church. All right, I appreciate you being cool, man. We're just gonna take a look at this information, make sure it's valid.
I ain't sure this.
Just take a step to the side for me.
Let's break down how King Harris went from being the son of a hip-hop legend to possibly facing a 5-year prison sentence, because the story behind this is way messier than it looks. It all started back in October 2024, the day King Harris officially crashed out in public view. He pulled out of a gas station in his BMW and almost ran straight into a cop car. You couldn't script this. The officers walked up and instantly smelled trouble, literally. They caught the scent of weed and then noticed a gun sitting on his hip. At that moment, they already knew they were taking him in, and the night flipped instantly from normal to nightmare. When they ran his name, it got even worse. King still had an open warrant from 2022. That case was for speeding, driving on a suspended license, and a DUI. Instead of showing up in court like everyone else, he let that warrant sit until it finally caught up with him, proving how one mistake can snowball into a major crisis. The arrest video that leaked online, first on Badge Chronicles and then Vlad TV, runs almost 30 minutes and it's wild to watch. You see the cops pull him out, take the gun off his hip, cuff him, pat him down, and stick him in the back of the car. The footage looks like something out of a crime docu-series. King isn't spazzing out, but you can clearly see he's irritated, like he knows he's messed up, but there's no fast talking his way out this time. The video captures every second. King being pulled out, cuffed, and loaded into the patrol car, the end of a night that might reshape his entire future.
So what I'm saying is, they wasn't.
You can talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? What's your name? My name King. You know it, and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit. Come back. What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
An officer even said afterward that King was calm and cooperative the whole time, but it didn't matter. He still ended up in DeKalb County Jail before being transferred to Pickens, the internet buzzing with every update and screenshot from court records. Once the warrant was recalled, King went from flexing on Instagram to sitting in a jail cell with the whole world watching. That's the sting, because T.I. had already warned everyone years ago. Back in 2022, when King was just starting to spiral, T.I. made it clear that if his son didn't slow down, prison would be the only outcome. It wasn't empty talk, it was experience speaking. Tip even said straight up, time is gonna be his teacher. And now, that teacher showed up in the form of a possible 5-year sentence. When the clips of King's arrest started circulating, fans dug up that old video of T.I. warning him and started dragging him. Some people said, see, he spoke it into existence. Others felt bad, imagining the pain of watching a prediction unfold in real time. Either way, the internet couldn't stop pointing out how right he was. I knew the energy, he saw the pattern, and still King didn't listen. Speaking of King not listening, let's not forget the infamous Waffle House meltdown back in 2022. One of the first public incidents where people started side-eyeing him and saying, oh yeah, he's headed down a bad road. That clip aged like prophecy. A video went viral of King in a full-blown screaming match with the staff at Waffle House. A meltdown caught on camera that shocked viewers everywhere.
Then he want to talk about some other like this being shit. This being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're cat. Don't be in this bitch. Wait till I come back in the market late night, and then it's just you, and I slap you up. Yeah. You trying to act all tough? All like this in front of all your people. Tell your mama I said Happy Mother's Day, and then carrying in my face and shit. Like what?
He was going back and forth, acting way bigger than he was, clearly trying to prove something. But instead of looking tough, he came across entitled and out of control. Even T.I. couldn't defend that one. He went live later and said he was perplexed, genuinely confused why his son even stopped what he was doing just to argue with a short order cook. He couldn't understand why King felt the need to match that energy at all. The clip became a symbol of King's growing recklessness, sparking comments, memes, and debates about where he was headed next. And if the Waffle House drama wasn't embarrassing enough, the gun situation really showed how far off track King was drifting. Remember when T.I. and Boozy had to check their sons on camera? That clip went viral for a reason. It was a wake-up call, and millions watched it unfold live. King and Boozy's son, Tootie Raw, were shooting a music video, but instead of focusing on the music, they had guns all over the set like it was a trap house. That's when the dad stepped in, with T.I. basically saying, why y'all even toting guns when you got girls right here? The tension in the room was undeniable. Talk about love turned into a full lecture. T.I. broke down how one wrong move with a weapon or having drugs around could land them straight in jail. The wild part, he wasn't even being harsh. He was literally giving them the exact blueprint to avoid the mess he already went through. You can actually see that moment for yourself, and it's eerie in hindsight. T.I. and Boozy sat their sons down, spelling out why flashing guns in videos is a straight road to jail. No sugarcoating, just hard truth. Fans actually praised both dads for stepping in, saying it was refreshing to see them guide their kids instead of letting them spiral. The clip felt like a rare moment of old school discipline colliding with modern chaos. But the problem was King. You could just tell he wasn't really listening.
Treat mine like you treat yours.
Why y'all got so much time, bro? Why y'all always gotta have?
What is it about?
It's not illegal to have.
Well, in the manner in which you portraying in the lifestyle, it don't look legitimate, sir. Because I'm not supporting no whore. I can't do it. I'm not. What kind of parent don't support their kids in little goddamn slide Nigga than you. And then got over there. So square pull up and they say, hey, who do you belong to? Who raised their hand? Somebody got to raise their hand. I've been seeing him around too there a lot. You gonna raise your own hand? I've been seeing him around too like that. Huh? Well, when you got it ain't I know that. When y'all got around those people, they call it's not the possession of a commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony. Yeah. Thank you. Amen.
My son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep shit up, his ass going to prison.
He heard the words but didn't absorb the message, and the disconnect became obvious. The part that had fans really side-eyeing him wasn't just the music videos or the temper, it was his personal life, especially when he popped up with a baby mama that had everybody talking and gossiping nonstop. The mother of his child, who goes by Big Nana, was rumored to be way older than King, and the internet went wild over the speculation. Some swore she was only with him for money, others called her a groupie trying to secure a check. Either way, the age gap and the rumors had people talking, debating, and posting receipts. King didn't care one bit. He leaned all the way in. He threw her a full baby shower, posted about the pregnancy constantly, and when their son was born in November 2024, he couldn't stop bragging. Videos showed him smiling big, hugging Big Nana, and looking like everything was picture perfect despite the chaos surrounding his name. Not long after, he was online proudly talking about his newborn son. He even dropped a track called Dear Son, where he wrote about stepping up as a dad, captioning his post with heartfelt words about responsibility and growth. Fans thought maybe this was his turning point, but reality was already closing in fast. November 5th, 8:09 a.m. Welcome King Jr. Time to take over. For a moment, it looked like Fatherhood might finally humble King Harris, like maybe he was ready to change his entire direction. But of course, the timing couldn't have been worse. While King was holding his newborn and playing proud dad on Instagram, that arrest video was circulating online, reminding everyone of the trouble he was already facing. The saddest part, this wasn't even shocking. Fans had been saying for years that King's wild behavior would catch up to him, and now it had come full circle exactly as predicted. If a judge really hits King with 5 years, don't be surprised if we see T.I. looking more hurt than angry. Because yes, he warned him, and yes, he tried to guide him.
My son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had that conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out.
But when it's your child sitting in that courtroom in shackles, that pain cuts deep no matter what. If you've seen their podcast together, you already know the bond between father and son is real, which is why this would hit T.I. even harder. The emotional weight here isn't just about headlines, it's about family, legacy, and heartbreak colliding in real time. This is the price of ignoring every warning shot. And it's going to hit his image too. People already drag T.I. online saying he failed as a father, that all the money and fame in the world couldn't stop his son from spiraling. If King actually gets sentenced, those voices will only grow louder, especially because T.I. always brands himself as the OG dad who knows better and teaches lessons, and now that image is under fire. But at the same time, T.I. has always made it clear he's going to love King through it all, no matter how messy it gets. This is a test of loyalty, legacy, and reputation, and the outcome will shape both their names for years to come. Now the question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? With King Harris facing the very real possibility of a 5-year sentence, the spotlight is burning hotter than ever. Labels, promoters, and insiders are all watching to see whether he turns this into a redemption arc or spirals even further. Court insiders are already whispering about a plea deal versus a full trial. Some believe King could try to negotiate probation or a suspended sentence, but with the gun charge and old warrants stacking against him, it's looking like the stakes are too high for an easy way out. Every hearing now feels like a make or break moment that could define his future. Meanwhile, social media detectives are pulling up every old clip and post to prove their point, from the Waffle House fight to his songs flaunting weapons, and they're using it as evidence to predict the court's decision. The narrative is no longer just about King Harris, the rapper's son. It's about a young man whose choices caught up with him, and the world is keeping score. Industry veterans are saying this could be his crossroads moment. Either he learns from it, or his reputation becomes a permanent cautionary tale. Even artists who once criticized T.I. are now watching closely to see whether King makes it through the fire or flames out completely.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of woosah yourself outside of the public opinion. Then I think, you know, because I tell you what, I have the greatest, most extensive family photo album. I can document and, like, I could go back to when King was Eris's age. I can go back to when Major was my granddaughter's age.
One thing's for sure, this saga isn't just gossip anymore. It's the kind of high-stakes drama that could shift an entire narrative in hip-hop. And every update, every court date, every leak adds another layer to a story that already feels larger than life. You already know, even if T.I. is disappointed, he's going to be the first one standing by King Harris in that courtroom. And of course, the internet had a lot to say once the arrest footage and court updates started making the rounds. The reactions were wild and all over the place. Some people clowning, some impressed, and others just hoping he finally gets it together. One fan straight up said, "King is enjoying every minute, knowing he might go viral." He knows he's being recorded, and honestly, you can see that in the video. Even while he's getting cuffed, King isn't lashing out, he's calm, maybe too calm. Like he knows the cameras are rolling and it's just another clip for the blogs. The spectacle feels surreal. Then there's the crowd calling this his so-called street cred moment. Someone commented, "That man finally got his street cred. He's been telling y'all he outside." And that right there shows how twisted this situation is, because instead of focusing on his newborn son, people think King is out here chasing a jail record just to prove he's real. This is the dark side of internet fame colliding with real-life stakes. But not every comment was harsh. Some people actually tried to give him grace. One person wrote, "He gonna be fine. He's been doing good since his son was born, so I'm wishing him blessings. He handled himself well." That's the flip side. People hoping fatherhood will really ground him even if prison becomes part of the lesson. For T.I., it's like watching history repeat itself. The same system he fought to survive now swallowing up his own son. And the worst part is that deep down, T.I. saw this coming. This isn't just King Harris wilding out for headlines. This is a real possibility of prison time, a real consequence, and a real test for T.I. as a father. If a judge makes that 5-year sentence official, King's story won't just be another viral clip. It will be a hard lesson stamped into his life forever. If you've been following this story and want more deep dives, explosive updates, and breakdowns the headlines won't tell you, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Stay tuned because this saga is far from over.